to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
The truth has just been revealed, and it's far worse than anyone could have imagined. Teyana Taylor's secret divorce settlement has surfaced, and it has left Iman Shumpert shattered and broke. What happened in this messy breakup that could have such devastating financial and emotional consequences for Iman? You won't believe the shocking details that have just come to light. Stick with us as we break it all down. The divorce settlement between Teyana and Iman was finalized in total secrecy until now. Reports have just been released revealing the shocking terms of the settlement that have left fans speechless. Sources close to the situation claim that the terms of the divorce were heavily weighted in Teyana's favor, leaving Iman with little financial security. Iman, known for his successful basketball career, was believed to have been doing quite well financially. However, these new details show just how much of his wealth was stripped away in the settlement. But what exactly was agreed upon behind closed doors? Was this an unfair move designed to leave Iman in a vulnerable position? Why would Teyana push for such extreme terms in the first place? This revelation is sure to stir up strong reactions, and it's clear that it could change how fans view both of them. After the secret settlement was revealed, it became clear that Iman is in serious financial distress. Sources close to the former couple suggest that despite his lucrative basketball career, Iman is now struggling to make ends meet. Fans are absolutely stunned by this revelation, as they had no idea the financial damage was so severe. Iman's situation seems dire. Where did all his wealth go? How could a settlement like this have been so damaging? Did Teyana deliberately push for terms that would leave Iman financially ruined? According to insiders, Iman is not just dealing with the financial fallout, but is also grappling with an emotional crisis. The fact that his wealth was drained in this way has left him questioning everything about his marriage to Teyana. Was this the result of careful planning, or did Teyana act impulsively? Iman isn't just fighting a financial battle. He's also dealing with deep emotional trauma. Sources reveal that the divorce blindsided him, and the harsh terms of the settlement only added to the shock. Iman, who once had a strong bond with Teyana and their family, is struggling to cope with how things ended. Friends and family of Iman say that he is devastated by how this situation played out. He didn't just lose his wealth, he's also lost the trust and respect he had for someone he thought he'd spend his life with. Moments of desperation and heartbreaking breakdowns are reportedly common for Iman right now, as he tries to process the turn of events. Could Teyana have anticipated just how emotionally damaging this settlement would be for him? Or did she make a calculated decision that pushed him to his breaking point? Some fans are starting to wonder if Teyana was trying to break him emotionally, to ensure her future stability. Could this have been an act of deliberate manipulation? Fans have flooded social media with anger, disbelief, and confusion since the settlement was exposed. The overwhelming reaction is one of shock. How could Teyana do this to Iman? Many fans feel that she took advantage of Iman's vulnerability during the divorce, and they're not holding back in expressing their thoughts. The ongoing fallout from Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor's divorce settlement continues to stir intense debate and division among fans, commentators, and legal experts. At the heart of the controversy is the way in which the divorce was handled, particularly the financial terms that many have deemed harsh. On one side, some fans are defending Teyana, arguing that she had every right to secure her financial future and ensure that her children would be well taken care of. After all, she has a career to protect, a family to nurture, and obligations to meet. Her decision, according to these supporters, was not just about personal gain, but about creating stability for her children and herself in the aftermath of the separation. However, this defense is not universally accepted. On the other side of the debate, there are fans who have harshly criticized Teyana's actions, calling her cold-hearted for what they perceive as a one-sided and unfair settlement. Many are particularly disturbed by the way Iman was left, financially vulnerable, with some even questioning the morality behind her decisions. These critics argue that while she may have been justified in securing her financial future, the way she handled the settlement appears to have come at the expense of Iman's well-being. The debate has become a bitter tug-of-war between those who empathize with Teyana's position as a mother and career woman, and those who believe she has taken advantage of a vulnerable situation. As the division among fans continues to grow, there are concerns about the long-term emotional toll this entire ordeal will have on Iman. Having already faced significant financial setbacks, Iman's emotional and mental state is now under scrutiny. Many fans fear that the public backlash, coupled with the stress of losing both his financial stability and his family, could push him further into despair. Some wonder whether Iman will be able to recover from this devastating blow, especially given how much of his life has been publicly exposed. The emotional strain is not just about the money, it's about the personal betrayal, the end of a relationship that once seemed strong, and the very public nature of their split. The feeling of humiliation could have a lasting effect on Iman, with many wondering if he will take legal action to challenge the terms of the divorce settlement. Legal experts have weighed in on the situation, suggesting that Iman might indeed have grounds to pursue legal action. They argue that the terms of the divorce appear to be excessively one-sided in favor of Teyana, and that he may be entitled to a re-evaluation of the financial settlement. The idea of challenging the divorce ruling has captured the public's attention, but the question remains, what are Iman's real options? If he pursues legal action, how likely is it that he could win back any of the wealth he lost? The complexity of the case could drag on for years, and the emotional and financial toll on both parties could become even more severe in the process. Iman's legal options are far from clear-cut. Divorce settlements are often difficult to overturn, and courts typically uphold agreements made by the parties involved unless there is significant evidence of unfairness or coercion. However, given the public nature of their breakup, there is a possibility that additional details could emerge that might strengthen Iman's case. If Iman chooses to fight back, he risks prolonging the already exhausting and emotionally charged situation. Even if he were to win some of his financial assets back, the impact on his relationship with Teyana could be irreparable. Legal battles can take years to resolve, and in the meantime, the constant media attention could continue to wreak havoc on their personal lives. But what if Iman does decide to forgo legal action and accept the ruling as it stands? The emotional toll of doing so could be equally devastating. Having already faced the public backlash for the divorce itself, accepting the terms without a fight could feel like an admission of defeat. On the other hand, it might allow him to focus on rebuilding his life, his career, and his emotional health in a way that legal warfare would only complicate further. It's a delicate balance for Iman, and fans are eagerly waiting for him to make his next move. Some hope that he will find the strength to move forward and heal, while others hope he will challenge the settlement and get the justice they feel he deserves. On Teyana's side, the public reaction has been markedly quieter. She has not publicly commented on the leaked details of the divorce settlement, and her lack of response has added fuel to the fire. Insiders close to her have suggested that she is unapologetic about her decisions, standing firm in her belief that the terms of the settlement were necessary to protect herself and her children. But her silence raises a number of questions. Is she truly confident in her decision, or is she simply trying to avoid further public scrutiny? Does she feel justified in her actions, or is there a part of her that is secretly struggling with the backlash? Speculation about Teyana's motivations has only intensified since the settlement was exposed. Some argue that her decision was driven primarily by a desire to protect her financial future and the well-being of her children. With the instability of divorce, especially one as public as hers, it makes sense that she would want to secure a solid foundation for her family. Others, however, believe there could be more personal motivations at play. Did Teyana feel betrayed by Iman in ways that have not been fully disclosed? Could her decision to demand harsh terms be a form of retaliation for emotional wounds that have yet to heal? Some sources suggest that Teyana may be seeking to make Iman pay for what went wrong in their marriage, but there is no definitive evidence to support this theory. What is clear, however, is that Teyana has yet to show any signs of regret for her actions. Teyana's silence on the issue only adds to the mystery of her motivations. Is she simply focused on moving forward and ensuring that her life and career stay on track? Or is there a deeper emotional layer to this situation that she is choosing not to address? Her confidence in her decision, despite the backlash, suggests that she may have no intention of revisiting the past, but that doesn't mean the emotional weight of this breakup won't affect her in the future. As the divorce settlement continues, To make waves, many are left wondering what the future holds for both Iman and Teyana. Will they be able to co-parent peacefully for the sake of their children, or will this scandal forever taint their relationship? Will Iman be able to rebuild his career and his life after this devastating blow, or will the scars from this very public divorce continue to affect him for years to come? Only time will tell what the next chapter holds for these two former partners. But one thing is clear, the emotional toll of their split is far from over. What about Teyana? Will this scandal impact her career, or will she continue to thrive despite the public backlash? Fans are curious to see how she navigates the storm she's created, but the question remains, can either of them recover from this? What do you think about Teyana's secret settlement? Did she go too far in making Iman pay both financially and emotionally for their divorce? Was she simply protecting herself, or did she have a deeper agenda? How do you feel about Iman's chances of getting back on his feet after all of this? Could he find peace again, or has his life been irreparably changed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're just as shocked as we are, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on this ongoing drama. You won't want to miss what happens next.